Hey, my dear ones, welcome to my channel. And today we're going to talk about 4 foods that many people cut out of their diet. In fact, many athletes cut them out of their diet, but you shouldn't cut them out. Foods that are extremely important in the process of weight loss, muscle definition, and fat elimination for a number of reasons. Will you understand the foods, what they are, and the reasons why you shouldn't cut them out? First thing, subscribe to the channel. Oh, my friends, subscribe to the channel. Drink water too, okay? Drink water, health, and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and share it with your friends so he can learn along with you. Share it in the groups. Show that you're awesome and generous. Share it in the groups, guys, learning. Oh, a great video lesson from Cariani just came out. Many times we base ourselves on high-performance diets. Today, the rise of bodybuilding allows thousands, millions of people. Follow the preparations for the athletes to compete on the bodybuilding stages. Inspired by the diet of these athletes, many people reproduce the same diet. The thing is, an athlete's body, an athlete's mindset, their goals, and their targets are very different from yours as a regular person. From you, an athlete, he has a body that often has a higher level of muscle mass and a lower body fat percentage even before starting a muscle definition phase. What we call accounts are much, much lower than yours, his level of fat. Many times, the athlete seeks a level of definition for the stage that is far from what you want. You want an aesthetic level, and he has an athletic level.
Cool.
Many times, the athlete's mind is redefined and coded in a way that you haven't reached yet. The athlete doesn't mind suffering. The athlete doesn't mind going hungry. After all, the athlete is prepared for the process because they have a goal and they have a very well-defined purpose, which makes the pains they feel during preparation make them stronger and ready for battle. You're going through an evolutionary process physically, but also mentally. And there are some pains during the process that are hard for you to get through. For example, hunger, craving for sweets, need to eat more, need to feel your stomach full on a low-calorie diet, symptoms that the athlete laughs at. Given that the mental strength he has is immense, so don't often use the athlete's diet as a replica of your own diet. Use your lifestyle, your mental capacity to carry out the process with such perfection as motivation for yourself.
Cool.
First, a food that many people cut out and shouldn't cut out. Beans. Beans can be a great ally in fat loss processes within calorie-restricted diets. And there's a very technical explanation for that. Beans have a much more interesting centesimal composition than other foods like rice, for example. Do you want to understand? We're going to create a comparison table between rice and beans. And you tell me if beans aren't a much better ally for weight loss than rice. Fiber. Beans have 6 grams of fiber, 6% compared to just 1% in rice. Proteins. We have more proteins. 8% protein in beans compared to just 2.5% protein in rice. Carbohydrates. Yes, we have fewer carbohydrates than rice. 21 grams of carbohydrates in beans compared to 28 grams of carbohydrates in rice. It's digested more slowly, meaning you have more food in your digestive system, which reduces hunger. Every Brazilian loves a little bean. Don't add sausage, dried meat, sausage, or bacon, because then you're hacking the beans. Then rice is really better. Beans with onion, garlic, a little drizzle of olive oil to make that onion and garlic saute, and salt.
Cool.
Parsley, little parsley, cilantro for those who like it, bay leaves, all of that is allowed. Just don't add extra proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. Some people have a habit of putting boiled potatoes in their beans and then blend the beans with the potato and add it to the rest of the beans. Some people add chicken breast, sausage, and then it's ruined, right? Beans. A great ally, Renato. Why do athletes take beans out of their diet? Explanation. The athlete needs to have such a high performance. The guy shows up like this. Look at how my abdomen was here.
Oh.
When a guy shows up like this, it's all in the detail. And beans, because they have a higher amount of protein and a higher amount of fiber. It can interfere with counting the nutrients and with digestion for the athlete's next meal. What does the athlete prefer? He prefers salad, greens, rice, potatoes, cassava, and sweet potatoes, which have more carbohydrates and less protein. And that makes it much easier for him to calculate the macros. In the end, you don't. You're in a weight loss process, you're in an evolving process, you're fighting against other pains.
Cool.
The second food you can't take off your table, and that many athletes do, but this time they do it wrong. Fruits. How many of you weight loss coaches have popped up on your phone screen saying the lie that fruits don't help in the weight loss and fat loss process? That fruits are very high in sugar. That fruits block the weight loss process due to the excess release of insulin caused by the fruit. That fruits hinder your weight loss process. It's a lie, people. Fruits, no, they're juice, the fruits. For the most part, they are your biggest allies in the weight loss process. Why? Because most fruits have a very low carbohydrate content. The sugar found in fruit, due to the fiber content that most fruits have, is an excellent source of carbohydrates. Fruits have vitamins, minerals, and phytochemicals. You, in a weight loss process, can't afford to get sick, because otherwise you'll be completely off the plan. Fruits have a much larger portion. It's much more voluminous, so it gives you a lot more satiety. 100 grams of a fruit mix like strawberries, plums, pears, and apples. It would make you 100 grams, a beautiful bowl. It would be roughly equivalent to 30 grams of sweet potato, a slice. This of sweet potato versus this of fruit. The opportunity you have to eat more, eat fruits and use them. Renato, how do I control the calories in my diet? Because I need to control my calories with fruits. Easy. Call Google. Google will provide you with the calorie count of all fruits. Cool. The third food that you also can't give up that needs to be part of your diet, and many people are afraid, it's yogurt. Renato, yogurt is high in calories, man. Yogurt has sugar, yogurt has lactose, yogurt is inflammatory. I heard that it's inflammatory. That's a lie, folks. Stop listening to those guys, to those people who talk so much nonsense. Stop. Lactose, the carbohydrate in milk, found in cheeses, dairy products, yogurt, and in milk itself. Why is it talked about so negatively about lactose? Lactose is a disaccharide made up of two components, glucose and galactose. Your body produces an enzyme called lactase. Lactase has the following function. It breaks down this disaccharide and transforms it into two monosaccharides, galactose and glucose. Glucose is ready to be absorbed by your body. Galactose goes to the liver tissue and is converted into glucose. Lactose is produced in the small intestine. When you consume something that contains lactose, this substance goes to the small intestine, and there it undergoes this breakdown. If you're a healthy individual and produce lactase, you don't have to be afraid of lactose. Of course, you don't need to drink 6 liters of milk thinking about the protein in milk. Take whey, buy whey. Arnold Schwarzenegger used to drink 6 liters of milk because there was no whey, and he must have had a terrible case of diarrhea. Because excess lactose can be insufficient for your production of lactase. And you can have fermentation of that lactose in your small intestine, in your enterobacteria, the good bacteria that you have in your intestine. And then you can have gas, diarrhea, abdominal bloating. But if you take it in the right amount and aren't lactose intolerant, you won't have any problems at all. Please be careful. Restricting lactose too much, due to a wrong folklore actually in your mind, can potentially make you become lactose intolerant. Can you imagine how sad it would be to get this disease out of ignorance? Be careful. Yogurt doesn't have any sugar other than lactose. Flavored, sweetened yogurt, that's the one. I'm not telling you to buy Chandelay or Danette. I'm telling you to buy yogurt, natural, skimmed. The benefits of natural skimmed yogurt. Improvement of your microbiota thanks to a substance called lactobacillus found in yogurt that will strengthen your good bacteria, helping your intestine to function better. A better gut means better mood. It's about nutrient absorption. Better. It's a more beautiful and aesthetic physique. It's better skin. Cool. Another advantage of yogurt is that it's great for mixing with fruit. Look at that. Delicious. Natural. Skimmed yogurt, no sugar. A mix of fruits and 2 scoops of whey. What did you do? You had a meal, protein, carbohydrates, fibers, vitamins, minerals, phytochemicals, very low amount of fat, almost none, and protein of the best quality, which is whey protein. What's the advantage of this meal? Take you away from the craving for sweets. Another pain. You go at night and leave your last meal. This one. Dying to eat something sweet. You, by the way, in your favorite flavor. I love the passion fruit mousse. Whey, it's delicious with fruits. At growth, of course, take your whey, mix it in the yogurt, and pour it over the fruits, and enjoy this meal. Dude, it's an amazing formula to take you away from the sweet stuff. Is that it? The fourth and last food you can't miss on your table. Potato. Hey, Mauricio, did you know about this? To my lunch today, it served what you took away. At my lunch today, they served you fried. Fried? I meet my friends who don't understand diets, who are from other fields. They say things like, Renato, first of all, they don't talk about diets. Renato, I started a diet. You already started off wrong. You started off wrong. You already started by saying it wrong. Renato, I started a diet. I cut out and I cut out potatoes. From now on, I won't eat potatoes or pasta anymore. Because potatoes have gotten such a bad reputation in diets. Because of that darn fried potato. Renato, the fries are that bad. Dude, French fries are basically potatoes with a lot more oil. Because when you dip the French fries in oil, since they are made by immersion, when you take them out, even if you place them on that absorbent paper, they tend to retain fat molecules. In its composition, a French fry can have a fat concentration of between 15% to 16%. Is it really that terrible? Renato, a really dry potato, a potato like that can have up to 10% fat. Is it really that terrible? It's not that terrible. The problem is something else with French fries. Do you know what the problem with French fries is, Mauricio? You can't eat just a little. Dude, whoever goes first, when it fries, it loses water, so it increases the concentration of fat and carbohydrates. You're going to take 20 grams of French fries? Well, if you leave it on the table, it causes a fight over who gets the last fry. The big problem with French fries is the compulsion they create to eat a lot. So, forget about French fries in the weight loss process. Why is it going to go bad now? Potatoes are less caloric than rice. Mauricio, do you know about this? Potatoes are less caloric than rice. Let's make a comparison here between boiled potatoes, 100 green, and rice. Take a look. 100 grains of English potato. It has about 52 calories with 11 grams of carbohydrates compared to 139 calories from rice and 28 grams of carbohydrates. Potatoes have fewer calories than whole grain bread, cassava, sweet potato, and pasta. Do you know where the trap with potatoes is? Three things. No, it's about volume, right? Three things, the trap with potatoes. Mashed potatoes. Dude, mashed potatoes, it's a disaster. First, you add milk and butter. Second, you can't eat just a little. The spoon already weighs. Third, when you saute it, it loses water, so it increases in concentration. The second problem with potatoes is eating them plain, just by themselves without anything. I take the boiled potato, put it on my plate, and eat it plain, just by itself, and that also goes bad. Why does it go bad? Because it has a slightly higher glycemic index, because of the low amount of fiber. How do you eat boiled potatoes to be happy? Make a nice salad. Put in all the ingredients you like. You can add other vegetables, legumes, and then you mix the potatoes in that nice salad. Make your chicken, make your source of protein, and you'll see how much this will bring you. Satiety, because the mix with the potato, which has a low amount of calories and carbohydrates, the addition of that salad will give a lot of volume on the plate, and you'll eat really well. Reducing the glycemic index of the potato by the high amount of fiber from the vegetables, along with the amount of protein on your plate. Cool. Did you get the tip? Did you understand? So, I'm going to make a request to you. Subscribe to Cara Masterclass. Renato Cara. It's a channel with over 500,000 subscribers, and you'll start receiving exclusive content. And special videos like Mauricio's, can I take pain medication after working out? You know that pain you feel after working out? What medications can I take? And if I take the wrong medication, what happens? It's this video right here. Subscribe, go ahead and watch. Thanks.